powerful emotions come, and sometimes when they come up, you feel you just have to go cold turkey and just wait until they pass or something. But I want to tell you that here we make use of every experience. We need difficult and challenging experiences. We need the sweet and the bitter, especially the bitter you need it also, to develop spiritual muscle. You need it in order to test and to go more deeply into your being. If all your experiences was all just light and fun and stuff, nobody would wake up. You'd be satisfied with your egoic existence. But because at some point it begins to crash, your dreams are crashing, your projections are not working, and you feel really depressed. But this depression is for the person, not for the isness. And sometimes out of these states of very heavy feeling, you are compelled to find your way out. And the way out is the way in. Because you have to find that space. You have to find that space. With the invitation, it becomes very easy. But if those states catch hold of your attention, the isness will feel remote. It will just feel like it's remote. And if somebody says, but what about the isness? You'll feel very annoyed. Because now you're gripped by your own projections, you're struggling, and that's your reality at the moment. All this will fade gradually as you stay and somehow, confirm your isness place. But I want to show you a little bit when those emotions or bad feelings come inside. When they come, like, say, if we use one, say, like, rejection, you see. So this feeling of rejection, and it's so loud, energetically it's present inside the body, and it's like, these feelings are happening, and you're feeling that somehow you're just overwhelmed by the feeling. Then, first of all, don't try to stop it. The reflex is to try and stop it, or to create some distraction for yourself, so that you can, phone a friend or something, or have an ice cream to try and get out of that mind state. But I'm saying now, I'm going to show you how to use it. Because in these situations, they are very, very, although they are very strong experientially and emotionally, they are full of spiritual vitamins on the other side of them. And I want to show you how. Because when they come, it's a chance to recognize who you truly are, and to break that spell. So let's say that the emotion comes and is strong feeling of revenge, or let's say the fear of rejection, and it's feeling in the body, and then also what's happening is the mind starts to create interpretations of the feeling, and that's when it gets it's on steroids now. Because once the mind gets hold of it, it's like, and it starts to gather evidence. And the ego loves evidence. You start to remember things that no human being should be remembering. Like this. And and all negativity. And you don't get it that the state is trying to increase itself. So how to do it? So first let him be there. If you don't try to fight, then your powers to observe will increase. You understand? If you fight, you're in. You've logged in, so you're in, and you're not able to observe. You're too identified. So you simply let the feeling go, they're there, and just allow it to manifest in the body. It's manifesting. And just by not fighting, you come to see that you are experiencing sensations, you're experiencing something that is visiting the body, and at some point it will leave, that. But while it's there, you're not trying to push it. The natural instinct is to try and get rid of it. But you're being shown, just let it be there first, and then in your own time put this question, like, so what is the message inside the feeling? Try and understand what is it saying. And if you want, you can write it down. It's saying that, nobody appreciates you. That hurts, oh God. And it's not the first time that you have noticed them. So you write them down. And even your mom. Put it all down. There's a right. Okay. You put it down. You have understood what the message is. No? Now you find out who is it impacting upon. Who is suffering it? Okay. Now the reflex answer. It's me. Why bother go through all of this of finding out? It's me. But no, we have to go more. Identify precisely. Is the one who is suffering it, can it be tangibly recognized? Okay? Can it be identified? Okay? Still big tsunami. Can you do this? Yes, you can. Okay? Just let it happen. Don't waste energy trying to fight. You're just looking, and that's different. Now find out, can it be identified? The sufferer here. The suffering we know, the feeling, but let the feeling identify the sufferer of it. So you must do this. Don't say, I know the answer. That does not work. You must experience the answer. Okay? So you say, can they feel that? And this resistance is like, I don't have time to try and look into who is suffering. But that's also another thought you're observing, no? So just see if it can be identified. Don't be in a hurry. You can do this also. The feeling is there. There's waves of mind attack, emotional. But there's a seeing that's present. A capacity to look. Can the sufferer be found? And some intelligence inside you begin to scan to see if it can find or identify the suffering entity. Because if there is identity, it implies an I entity. Can the entity be found? So don't imagine, just look. Use the emotions. Something wants to say, I can't bear this. Who is speaking? Who is speaking that? Can it be found, you see? And as you look and keep the looking going, even in the face of the screaming apparent one, at some point, if you keep it up, something will either do like this, like suddenly it seems to vanish.